Well, 2023 is not off to a very good start. I'm just going to say that right now. Hey, everybody, how you guys doing today? So, a lot of stuff I want to talk about in this little vlog here. And I wanted to put out a video and I wanted to talk about stuff, but okay, let me. I just don't know how this video is going to turn out because I'm going to have like multiple different trains of thought, and I'm just going to kind of talk about a lot of different things. Let me just make sure my phone is off. Okay, so 2023 has not been off to the best start. 2022 was just awful for me. was just awful. The whole thing wasn't bad. Obviously, me and my fiance, that stuff was all great. But a lot of the personal stuff was bad. My mom passing, and then I had my aunt pass, my uncle pass in the same week, and then of course 3 friends of mine passed away. It was like 2022 was just an awful year in general in terms of that sort of thing. And 2023 is not starting off on the right foot. I've been sick for the past 2 weeks. That's why I haven't done a lot of. Well, there's 2 reasons why I haven't done a lot of content. One, I've been sick. I was in the hospital. 2, I'm still kind of wheezy. I got like a lot of it on my chest. And the other thing is there's just nothing to talk about. Like there's literally nothing to talk about. Like every day I get on there and I search all these different websites looking for any kind of news, any kind of thing that could spark interest. But there's nothing that I can talk about for a lengthy period of time that people might actually care about. So right now, like everything's kind of up in limbo until Ant-Man 3 comes out. And I was reading on a website that the Ant-Man 3 trailer is gonna premiere during the National Football Game in a week or so. So we got that to look forward to. But other than that, like news has been like super dry. And when you're a channel that is focused on superhero and movie news, there's not a whole lot of news to go on. Now there's other little movies, sure, that you can talk about. But I'm talking about like the type of movies that we watch here, like the nerd pop culture movies. Not a whole lot of news. Sorry, see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be doing that a lot. So there's not really a whole lot of stuff to talk about. So I actually thought about going back and just reviewing older movies. Like go back and like review some of the older DC movies, the older early phases of Marvel movies, just so I can get content out there. But I've never been like a review channel. I've tried. I'm just awful at it. Like I'm not really good at doing reviews, although I try. My reviews kind of come off kind of bland, to be honest with you. And the only time I do good reviews, in my opinion, is if I'm talking like I'm talking to you, like if we were at work in a water cooler. I'll be like, yeah, man, let's talk about Iron Man 1, how, Robert Downey Jr. wasn't supposed to play, Tony Stark. It was supposed to be Tom Cruise and Terrence Howard. Like I would bring in like all that sort of stuff. And I don't think anybody's really interested in that. But it is something I've been thinking about very, very heavily because over on my gaming channel, it's really taken off and getting more traction over there because I am doing more tech reviews, more game reviews, and I'm not doing news stuff. So it's something I thought about. You guys can leave in the comments if you guys want to see me try to review some older DC, older Marvel movies, like older comic book movies in general, stuff like Spawn or something like that. It's something I thought about doing. But if I did it, I would be cutting out the news portion of my channel completely, unless it's like massive news. But it was something I was thinking about doing. But yeah, I've been sick for the past 2 weeks. Viral infection. Doctor's a little concerned about something with my heart, which has me worried. He asked me if anybody in my family has heart conditions problems. I'm like, no. I'm like, my mom passed away of lung cancer. My dad is still kicking at 70 something. And his dad lived to be like 90. So everything's good on that front. So he was a little concerned about that, which makes me concerned about that. So 2022 was not the best year. 2023 did not start off on the best foot. So Saturday night was New Year's Eve. Me and the girlfriend, the fiance. I don't like saying fiance. It's such a weird word. The wifey. I guess I could say wifey. I think I'm gonna say wifey. Wifey sounds better than fiance. Fiance is just like it. I don't know. People like my fiance. It's like it's. I hate that word. I always hated that word. But yeah, me and wifey went out to dinner. We got dressed up, went out to dinner, but we didn't want to be out on New Year's Eve, right? One, I wasn't feeling good. She started not to feel good. Like, I wanted just a nice night in the house. So we went out to dinner, got dressed up, came back, and we put on Glass Onion. So that was a movie I've been highly anticipated. Love Knives Out. Fuck the haters. I like Rian Johnson a lot as a director. I think he's phenomenal and brilliant. So we watched Glass Onion. And then the next day, which was Sunday, New Year's Day, normally on Sunday we go do our routine grocery shopping early in the morning before it starts getting crowded. So we go out to the car. I'm holding her hand and whatnot, and I'm walking out to the parking lot, and I see a busted window in the parking lot, and I'm like, oh man, someone's having a bad day. And I go to open the door for my wifey. And because people still do that, guys. I open doors for my lady. Chivalry is not dead. I open it. I never let her open the door. I always open the door for her. And she goes to get in, and she's like, "This is not your car." I'm like, "What are you talking about? It's a silver car in the same parking spot that I parked, but it wasn't my car. It had it was all trashed and everything." I'm like, "This is not my car." So I'm looking around the parking lot. I'm like, "I parked in this spot. My car is not here." So I'm like, well, I'm getting older. I'm going to be 39 this month. Like maybe my memory is just not what it was. So I'm clicking the little beeper and thinking I'm parked somewhere else. My car is not in the parking lot. Somebody stole my car sometime between 7 p.m. on New Year's Eve and when we got out there at 10 a.m. New Year's morning. So somewhere between there, somebody stole my car. Okay, so I assume it was much, much earlier in the morning, probably in 3 a.m. or something. I don't think anybody would have the balls to do it when there's people around, but who fucking knows in this goddamn city? But yeah, my car is gone. It's MIA. I'm walking around the parking lot. I'm like, this can't be happening. This literally cannot be happening. My car cannot be stolen. So I guess come to find out, that window that was on the floor or on the grass, I'm like, man, someone's having a bad day. I was that idiot that had a bad day because that was my window. So I called the police officer. The officers came and was like, yeah, what kind of car you got? I told her what kind of car I got. She's like, yeah, unfortunately, those are pretty good cars to steal because there's a problem with the alarm system that you can override it by knocking out the back window. So whatever, I filled out the report and everything. I can't call the insurance company. I can't call the dealership. I can't call nobody because everything is closed until tomorrow, till January 2nd. So I'm like, well, shit, what can I do? So luckily, my wifey has a car. So we weren't stranded without a car. She has a car, so we're not stranded. So, I'm having a shitty day. I'm just kind of moping, I can't believe this. I think the thing that bothers me is my car is personal. It's personal. It's my personal belonging. The fact that my personal property is in someone else's hand, it gives you an uneasy feeling, right? It isn't like someone stole a pencil or something like that, right? Or someone, stole something out of my backpack or something. This is my personal belonging that was under lock and key, right? It has my paperwork in the glove box. It has my work tools in the trunk. So I felt very sorry. I felt very uneasy all day yesterday, just knowing that someone invaded my personal space and took my property. So around 6 o'clock, it might have been 5, 6 o'clock yesterday, I get a phone call from the sheriff's department, Robert, we located your car. I'm like, okay, cool. They're like, it's been totaled. Whoever stole it, wrecked it. The airbag's out. It's completely wrecked. It's in the junkyard. They towed it. Just letting you know, and I asked them, well, did you guys catch who did it? No, once they crashed the car, they fled the vehicle. So whoever did it got away with it. So 2023 is not starting off good for Robert Storms, guys. 2022 just sucked balls between all the friends and family that I lost. I've been sick throughout the entire 2022. And it was always something, right? It was ear infection or, COVID or the flu or whatever. It's every time I turn around, something's going on. And it sucks, man. I just started this job last year. And I might have missed work 2 or 3 times because I was sick or something like that came up. So I'm not the type of person that likes to miss work. I feel like I have to be there. I have to pull my own weight, and I don't like being on a new job, even though I've been there a year now, and having to miss this time being sick. I'm still sick, right? Like I coughed so bad. I had to sleep out on the couch last night just so I didn't wake up wifey because she had to get up and go to work this morning. I was luckily off today, but I was coughing so bad that like my sides hurt, my organs hurt, like everything hurts. And so when I started feeling a little bit better, that I can actually do things, then I have to deal with the car being stolen. So it's a whole thing, man. Like Christmas sucked. I had to cancel. Had to cancel every place we were supposed to go for Christmas. We were supposed to make like this giant rounds to go see all our family members and stuff. Had to cancel on Christmas. Couldn't do any of that because we were sick. I was sick. I was I was bad. I had 102 fever. I about passed out at work. My girlfriend had a wifey, had to take me to the emergency room. Like it was really, really bad. And then when I start to feel a little better, then boom shakalaka, there goes the car. So it's always something. So and now I'm just playing the waiting game to get a hold of the insurance companies and stuff and what's going to happen next. And I don't know, man. It's so much, man. It's like every time I turn around, there's something going on. But yeah, long story short, that's what I've been doing for the past few weeks. I've been trying to play some video games here and there. But yeah, I don't know. So that's my life right now. It's now or never. I'm gonna live forever. Don't copyright me, YouTube. Yeah. So that's everything. But yeah, so I don't know what to do with the channel, to be honest with you. Not a whole lot of news. I'm not expecting a whole lot of news until Ant-Man comes out, to be honest with you. Last year was kind of weak for movies. We got some good ones, but they were very like spread out. It wasn't like, 4 or 5 years ago where we were getting banger week after week and there was always something to talk about. We're not really doing that no more. Hopefully we get back to that now that we're post-COVID. But yeah, just it sucks. So let me know if you guys want me to go back and do those reviews. I don't mind doing it. It's going to be like a casual, my thoughts on the movie, and all of that stuff. Maybe I would rate them at the end like, okay, I give this like Daredevil a 4 out of 5. Actually, I would give Daredevil like an 8 out of 10. I love Daredevil, man. Love that movie. So underrated. But yeah, that's just my thoughts, guys. I'm just rambling at this point. But thank you guys for watching. Appreciate all of you guys. And I hope you guys stay safe and have a good new year. Later, guys.